Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my 8-month update for Pan in every palette. This is a project that was created by Lady Pans a Lot over on Instagram. There have been other versions of this project before, but basically we just are trying to hit a pan in all of our palettes. This project has been very slow going for me. I've been tracking my usage as a way to show progress, but I'm going to keep at it. And I don't know when I'm gonna stop this project. I'm just gonna keep at it for a long time because I love this project so much and I just think it's a great idea to not only focus on my Pan That palette, but also focus on other palettes in my stash as well. So that's what I've been doing. It has been 2 months since I've given you an update on this project. I did not film an update last month. So all of the numbers I'm going to give you are 2 months worth of progress. This is gonna be really quick because honestly, the last 2 months haven't been good for this project, except for with one palette. So first of all, let me get this out of the way. I did not use my Natasha Denona palette even once over the past 2 months. Let me make sure that's the truth. Yes, I did not use my Natasha Denona palette once over the last 2 months. It looks like this. It's beautiful, I love it. I did not use it at all in the last 2 months. The experiment is taking over my life. That's all I can say. I prioritize the eyeshadows that I've placed in the experiment over all else. And so once I've met my goal on the experiment, I feel like I can play around. But until I'm all caught up, and right now I'm in the hole for that project, I just can't see myself branching out too much. I'm just focusing in on my numbers for the experiment. This is my Pat McGrath Lovey and Rose palette. It looks like this. I did not use this once over the last 2 months. The shade I'm focusing in on hitting pan is this one right there. I guess I should have said that for the Natasha Denona palette too. This is for this palette, this is the shade I'm trying to hit pan on. I did not use it once over the last 2 months. For my Natasha Denona palette, the pan I'm trying to hit on this one is right here. Okay, on to some slightly better news. For my Morphe 350M palette, I am trying to hit pan on this shade right here. I managed to use this shade 3 times in the last month. Yep. I love this eyeshadow. I think this is a great eyeshadow. This one right here, it's kind of a nice, perfect transition shade for my skin tone. The problem is soft brown is in the experiment. So anytime I have to choose between the two, I more than likely choose soft brown over this one. I think I've mentioned that before. I actually prefer the performance of this shadow over soft brown. I'm having so much trouble with soft brown. I would much rather go to this one every single day. And I have a dip starting right here on this side, but no pan yet. I'm gonna keep working on it. Okay, finally, some good news. It took a while to get there, but I like to save the best for last. Next, I'm trying to hit pan on a shadow in my Moon Dust palette. This is from Urban Decay, and this palette is a great topper, and it doesn't interfere with the experiment. All the shades in this palette can be used alone or as toppers, and I can do my entire makeup look and then go to this palette and add a little glitter on top. The shadow I am trying to hit pan on is this one right here. It's called Spectre. I've managed to get more hard pan on it, but it's not affecting the performance, thank goodness. So I'm just kind of working around all the lumps and bumps. I swirl my finger around that eyeshadow evenly and it works fine. It's a little annoying, but at least the protrusion is gone and it's all kind of flat again because that was weird. But yeah, I think this is the kind of eyeshadow that just does that over and over. It, like I said, it doesn't affect the performance. I'm wearing it today on top of my typical purple Pan That palette look. I like the way it adds a little bit of pink to the look. It's like purple and pink. And over the last 2 months, I managed to use that shadow 16 times. So not too bad. Not great, but not bad. I did also use Magnetic, this purple one time, and I used Lithium down here one time. So I am playing around with all the other eyeshadows in this palette, you know, when it's appropriate. And when I turn the palette on its side, when I turn the palette on its side like this and I'm looking at the pans this way, I do feel like it's a little lower than the other ones. Spectre, the one I'm trying to hit pan on, is a little bit lower than the other ones. So I feel like slowly but surely I'm getting there, but I've used that shadow a ton. In total, I've used the eyeshadow Spectre 57 times, and I still haven't hit pan. So I'm still working on it. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm tracking my usage in this palette, because I think it does say a lot. But I hope that sometime between now and the end of the year, I can roll one of these palettes out and roll in a new one. If not any of the other palettes that are in this project, I'm trying to use this one any day of the week that I can. It doesn't always work out that way, obviously, but it would be great to hit pan on this one, roll it out, and roll in something new. That's the goal, and that's the update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. One of you mentioned that you missed Kitty and you wanted to see her. Well, if you guys were wondering where she is when I'm filming, there she is, right there. Hey Kitty, what you doing? Kitty.